What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Scores! He did it again!
I just killed him. Before the game, I just killed John Madden because of a stink bomb.
Split special teamers, and now Brown is off to the races. Hurdles, kicks him in.
Giants are coming off a worse week than Harvey Weinstein.
That was the most exciting thing to happen tonight.
Game's over. Game is finally fucking be over.
Ed, you got to turn your mic on. I think. Got his hand on the button.
And now, our feature program.
Hey guys, how you doing tonight?
What is going on?
Oh,
what
not
up,
too
Mr.
much.
Travis?
Oh, not too much. Just here, getting ready for a Patriot-less playoff.
I want to be sad about that, and I just can't.
I'm not sad at all. I'm happy for you.
Yes, because your Green Bay Packers finally made it in
postseason without a worry if whether or not they're going to win or lose.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm used to.
Well, congratulations.
I don't know how to do that, Nate. You have to explain it to me.
If anybody can explain it, it's Chris.
Yeah, Chris would be the.
You just drink beer. That's all you do.
That's when you find projects to do on a Sunday.
And convince Nate that he should watch the whole the first whole Green Bay game that they play.
That's not happening.
No, we're gonna glue you to a chair and glue your eyes wide open.
Though I'm not overly convinced that we're actually going to make it past the
first
bye week.
the bye week.
Well, we don't really do very well when the whole team gets a week off. But again, that was the Mike McCarthy days. It's not really Matt LaFleur days. So maybe we'll do all right. I'm hopeful.
As long as Tampa Bay doesn't end up north.
I'm not worried about Tampa Bay and Lambeau. Are you kidding me?
Except for Tampa Bay's finally got a quarterback that knows how to play in the cold.
That doesn't matter. The rest of the team doesn't. And I'm guessing Wisconsin is nothing like New England.
Oh, it gets cold. I don't know. It's been I worked there a season that it was -20 on the field, so and they did win that game.
Wisconsin in January before. It's not that bad.
It's a totally different kind of cold. It's a dry cold there, right, Jeremy?
It's cold, wintry weather.
Look,
it's just windy as shit.
Cold is cold. Period. Like it doesn't matter if it's dry, if it's wet, if it's.
Oh no, it does. Dry cold is much different than a humid cold. I can tell you that right now.
There's a huge difference between dry and wet, Nate.
The only thing that really sucks is the fucking wind chill. The wind chill is what is the worst. Where did Chris go?
He's there.
I closed my door.
Oh, I was like, he was there 1 second and then he's gone. We get Jeremy and Chris leaves.
We're playing musical chairs, all right?
Hey, Jeremy, tilt your camera down just a hair. You moved your camera. You sat lower. There you go.
I probably sank it to the couch a little more.
Yeah, your ass is getting wider. Well, speaking of cold, so the NHL, after the league came out on Tuesday and announced that the naming rights to the divisions were officially being sold off, the NHL revealed that they are set to allow teams to put sponsors on helmets for the 2021 regular season. We all know that it's just for money, but because there's no fans in the stands, do we think this is a good idea?
Yes, because I want to see the Blackhawks with maxi pads on the side of their helmets.
I'm wondering, is it like the Ballad of Ricky Bobby where you could buy the ad space that covers their entire front face shield so that they actually can't see?
Or is it like the back window thing?
Yeah, what is the limitation of the size of the advertisement that they're allowed?
I assume the limitation is going to be the helmet space alone, not the face mask.
So is that going to screw
if the
goalies?
Price is right. You could get Jimmy's Big Beavers on the front screen for Jimmy's Taxidermy.
Or you could put The Price is Right on the side of their helmet.
That show has enough money to do it.
So I wonder how much it would be for goalie advertising.
Because those goalies, I don't think they would let anybody on their helmets because those goalies customize their helmets and they're worth. Hell,
if advertisers are going to pay to advertise, and they can pay for their custom helmets.
But I think Tuukka Rask's helmet cost him $1.5 million because it was all gold.
I have a feeling in the contract it's going to say it's only excludes goalie helmets because goalies are very particular about their everything.
I can vouch for this. I used to play goalie, and like even in like junior league, like if the backup goalie tried to grab my mask, it was game over. Like he was getting punched.
It's just because you're an a-hole.
Well,
but goalies don't care.
Goalies are more
superstitious than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like they design their helmets, they love their helmets more than they love their children half the time. All right.
Plead the fifth, right?
Chris is like, yeah, but I'm not gonna say it out loud.
He's pretty like, which kid?
I plead the fifth.
Yes.
We all know that every parent has a favorite.
Really, my favorite's the one that gets me the beer.
At least you're honest.
Well, right now that would be the little one because she is very like helpful most of the time.
Mine tends to be the one that doesn't give me a hard time.
She's Miss Attitude all the time, so.
Ah, yes.
It's hit or miss. One of them will help, one of them won't. Then they'll complain, so they'll switch. And
you mean she's got the same attitude you do, Jeremy?
Oh, she's worse.
I don't think that's possible. Do you, Nate?
Oh.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's like, I'm not getting in this conversation.
that girl is gonna send me to an early grave.
I don't know what you're talking about or anything about fantasy football and dealing with opinions or anything. I got nothing.
Yeah, speaking of Nate, did you win your fantasy last week?
I sure fucking did.
Holy fuck. So you actually won 2 leagues?
I did. I came, like, it's the story of my season this year, is I came from behind every single game pretty much, and I managed
That's
to
the
win.
story of your life.
Come from behind and win it out? Yeah, right? I'm waiting for this next win.
Have you told Amanda?
Oh, that...
You come from behind?
What? We're not going to talk about that on this show. Wait for this weekend's show.
So college. Let's get to some college, Chris.
Yeah, let's do it.
So,
of course, the Buckeyes are first up on the docket here.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
they weren't.
They
weren't supposed to be here.
Yeah. So the Ohio State
put
Buckeyes.
a performance in that deserved it.
Yeah.
They're the Dante of NCAA.
I'm supposed to be here today. All right. So the Buckeyes take on the Alabama Crimson Tide Monday, January 11th. That's this coming Monday for the national title. The game's going to be on ESPN and it's on at 8:00.
All right, cool. I just wanted to watch on Monday.
There you go. And the Tide right now are an 8-point favorite over the Buckeyes.
That's not bad, actually.
What's the betting line?
That one I don't know because I don't normally pay attention to that.
Jeremy, you should
All right,
find
so
that
I need
out.
one of you to go up New Hampshire for me.
I'm sure if you bet on the Buckeyes, you're probably going to win some money.
That's what I'm
they
going
win.
with.
Shane, we're actually going to get to that in a little bit. So Shane asked, what do you guys think of the My 16's parlay Bills win by 1 to 13 points? Seahawks win 1 to 13 points. Bucks win plus 14. Titans win by 1 to 13. Win by 1 minus 13 points. Saints winning by 1 minus 13 points. And Steelers 14 plus. So we'll get to that in a minute when we get to NFL.
Yeah, it seems more of a Jeremy topic.
Yeah, that is definitely.
He's about the spread.
Yeah, he knows all about the spread.
I'm already saying you want to win the parlay.
All right.
All
So
right,
but the Buckeyes game winning, that was surprising because we didn't expect them to win.
No, I don't.
And
think
only
anybody
being
really did.
a minus 8 points.
I mean, by the way that Chris talks about the Buckeyes, I expect them to always win.
Now.
Unless they're playing my Cajuns, then they're going to lose.
So what's the betting line, Jeremy? Do you know? Or are you finding that out?
I'm working on it.
All right, so while Jeremy's trying to find the betting line on that, Alabama wide receiver Devonta Smith, or Devonta, I'm pulling a Travis, I can't pronounce his name, won the Heisman Trophy. Yeah, won the Heisman Trophy this week. He was the first wide receiver to win the award since Desmond Howard in 1991.
Wow.
Yeah, so Smith heads into this week's title game with a season total of 1,561 receiving yards and 20 touchdowns.
Wow.
All right, so Trevor Lawrence, the Clemson quarterback that Ohio State just whooped,
Yeah.
he finished second in the voting. And in other news this week, he actually, after saying, there's a lot of decisions to be made, like the day later, he declared for the draft.
Oh, yeah, because he found out the
Jacksonville
Jets were out.
Jaguars fans, meet your new quarterback.
All right, so let's talk about where this wide receiver might go. Is he declaring? Do you know? Is it too soon to tell?
He is, and I believe that the projection, McShay's projection, is he's going to Smitty's Dolphins.
Ooh.
I'm double checking that right now, so just give me 1 second.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
I don't like that at all.
Because they have
they
had 2 picks in this one. They have the number 3 and what's the second pick they have? The number 3 and
it's later.
Yeah, I want to say 18th or something like that.
All right, so real quick, what I'll do is I'll just run through,
Top
Todd
8
McShay's draft, right? At his first round mock draft. All right, I'll go through it pretty quickly so we can move forward. But this is Todd McShay from ESPN's mock draft. At 1 to the Jacksonville Jaguars, he's got Trevor Lawrence, quarterback, Clemson. At 2, New York Jets, Penei Sewell, offensive tackle, Oregon. At 3, to the Miami Dolphins, via Houston, Devonta Smith, wide receiver, Alabama.
Oh.
At 4, he has Zach Wilson, quarterback, Brigham Young, going to the Falcons.
The Dolphins have number 18 as well.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
At 5, Rashawn Slater, offensive lineman, Northwestern, going to the Bengals. At 6, Philadelphia Eagles take Micah Parsons, inside linebacker, Penn State. At 7, the Detroit Lions are projected to take Jamar Chase, wide receiver, LSU. At 8, the Carolina Panthers are projected to take Kyle Pitts, tight end out of Florida. At 9, the Broncos, who I think Nate's going to touch on that later, are going to get a new GM. I'm not pronouncing this dude's name. Jeremiah Owusu-Komora, inside linebacker, Notre Dame.
I wasn't going to talk about it, but we can. 'Cause nobody's been named yet. It's just that
Right. He stepped down.
yeah, he's stepping away. He's taking another position inside the league.
Yeah.
So at 10, the Dallas Cowboys are projected to take Patrick Surtain II, a cornerback out of Alabama. At 11, the Giants are projected to take Gregory Rousseau, defensive end / outside linebacker, Miami, Florida. At 12, the Niners are projected to take Caleb Farley, cornerback, Virginia Tech. At 13, the Los Angeles Chargers are projected to take Shaun Wade, cornerback, Ohio State. At 14, the Vikings are projected to take Christian Darrisaw, offensive tackle out of Virginia Tech. At 15, Jeremy and Travis's New England Patriots are projected to take quarterback Justin Fields from Ohio State.
I heard reports that Fields was going to go much earlier in this the picks, most likely.
I think he will, but this is McShay, who he's usually pretty close, but we'll see. I think a lot of it has to do too what he does in this title game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If he comes out and throws some bombs and gets a bunch of TDs, he's going to go well higher than he was expected to go.
I would project him and the kid from Brigham Young to probably flip-flop, to be honest.
Well, as you're reading through it, I mean, some of these teams are going to probably need a quarterback.
You're absolutely right. I think McShay's going off of best available vice need, and I don't think they're taking into account that they may be trying to draft for maybe future years as well.
Well, if you look at like the Falcons, they have their backup Matt Schaub is retired.
Yeah.
So and Matt Ryan doesn't have a whole lot of years left, and who knows if he's going to stick it out very long with this team.
And they have him projected, the Zach Wilson, the quarterback from BYU, projected to go to the Falcons.
That's what the Pats were projected originally. So who knows?
Okay, so I got your money line, 286.
286 for the Bucks to win.
Alabama is minus 286. So if you were to bet on Alabama to win the game,
Yeah.
if you bet $100, you'd profit about $35.
Ah.
Okay.
If you bet $100 on
Ohio.
To win the game, you'd profit $286. So
Wow.
your payout, in theory, if you bet on the team that's plus, whatever you put in, it multiplies by that. In theory, so if it's say if you bet $10 instead of $286, you get $28.60.
Ah.
So if you bet 100, it keeps the decimal place in theory.
Yeah.
So if you were to bet 1,000, you'd make $2,860.
So Chris, got $1,000?
What's up? Gee, no.
I got 100 kicking around.
Don't get me wrong. I love my Buckeyes, but I'm not putting money on them.
Well, so the thing is, you put 100 on them to win and 100 on them to lose.
Yeah.
Worst case, you end up losing $65.
Yeah.
Right? Is that right on my math?
I think it's close.
Yeah, so 135. So yeah, you lose $65.
Yep.
Worst case. Best case, you could make $186 that way.
You can tell Jerry's done this once or twice.
A little bit.
I've played some.
He's
some
good
games.
Well, that's why as we go through this, you're gonna see I got all the pluses and minuses for the winning Super Bowl are for the odds.
Oh, and to answer your question, Chris, yeah, I think it's really refreshing to see something other than a quarterback and a running back get the Heisman.
Oh yeah.
I do too.
I'm surprised there hasn't been more
You never
wide
asked the
receivers.
question, but-
I didn't get there. We went off on a tangent about the draft, but yes, I do too. I think it is refreshing to have somebody other than a quarterback or running back win it. I was really hoping last year that Chase Young, just because he's a defensive player and would have only been the second defensive player in history to win the Heisman, would have won it, but that I knew that wasn't going to happen. But it is what it is. But hopefully, this kid, he was supposed to be the number 2 receiver behind Jalen Waddle. When Waddle got hurt, he stepped into that, number 1 spot and obviously did something with it. So, and the kid runs like a 4.5 40.
I'm just more surprised there hasn't been more wide receivers that actually have gotten it. Considering between 91 and now, there's been some huge receivers come out of the draft.
There has. The biggest issue, I think, is until probably the last, 10, it was, a lot of, especially in the Big Ten, just ground and pound, run the ball. There wasn't a lot of passing unless you were in the Pac-12.
Right.
That started to dissipate in recent years where more and more teams are going to this more pass-heavy offense, and you see these mobile quarterbacks and these, I'm not going to say smaller backs, but they're more more athletic.
Agile.
Yes, that's the word I'm looking for.
Agile, mobile, hostile.
You're seeing them. You're seeing a lot more jet sweeps. You're seeing a lot more rollouts to, these backs coming out of the backfield and catching passes than you did, 15 years ago.
Oh yeah, that's why quarterbacks can come out of the draft and actually start nowadays. Where 5 years ago, if you take a quarterback out of the draft, they're sitting at least 1 to 2 years, even if they're a high first-round pick.
Mm-hmm.
Very rarely did anyone start instantaneously.
Yeah. So, Nate, I see you have a think tank tonight.
I sure do. Are you guys ready to play?
Sure.
All right.
What are we playing with?
Play a game.
So I made sure to pick a think tank that I feel like all 3 of you should have a chance to actually
Get
win.
points for?
Yes. So I pulled from 2019 to 97, actually 96, I'm sorry, the MVPs of the Super Bowl.
Fuck.
Okay.
How
What do you mean,
did
fuck?
How did you think that I would know this?
because it's fairly simple.
You got to
should be
remember,
able to get
there's
this
6
complicated.
Patriots in there. Well, actually, there's only 3 different Patriots in there.
So let me go ahead and get a piece of paper out real quick. I have a credit card in here.
Oh, cool.
I have been looking for this. All right. So I got me Travis.
Yeah.
I got me Jeremy.
Usually.
And I got a Chris.
Yep.
So Thick, you're at the head of the table always for the Thin Tank. So
Do I have to
you
name
get
the
to go
year?
first. You do not have to name year. And I will give, after you guys go, we'll go, so there's 3 of you, say 3 rounds each? Or do you guys want to do 4 rounds each?
We'll see how it goes after 4 rounds. We'll start
4
with
rounds.
4. See how it goes.
Okay.
All right.
And then
So
after the 4 rounds, I will give bonus points if you can guess numbers on some stuff.
Tom Brady.
Yes. All right,
I'll-
Jeremy,
I'll
you're
go
up.
I'll go with Julian Edelman.
Julian Edelman was
Atlanta
not.
Super Bowl.
He was last year. The last year
No,
they
that was
won the
like
Super Bowl.
when they played Atlanta, he
Yeah,
won the
2018.
MVP.
No.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
He was the Super Bowl MVP.
Not on this.
Well, then they're wrong. I'll tell you that right now because they announced it. He has the trophy.
I'm looking.
It should. What year they played? It had to be like 2016.
It was 2018.
No, 2018.
2018 was not him.
No, it was 2016,
It
2017.
was the
Whenever they played
miraculous
Atlanta.
catch with the touchdown in overtime. It was the overtime game
All right, hold on.
because that's where he had the miraculous catch that I got from the It's in our intro. Where he's like, I caught that, and they're like, no, he fumbled it where it never touched the ground, and he had like triple catch it.
Okay, so it does say the 2019 Super Bowl MVP had, so yes. So the one that I was looking at apparently was not that guy. All right, go ahead, Chris.
Nick Foles.
Nick Foles.
That was the year Philly beat New England.
Yep.
I love that like Nate's over here trying to find it.
And we know that off the top of our heads.
The only reason I'm not gonna lie, the only reason I know that is whenever you guys bring up the fact that Nick Foles was the Bears quarterback, you're like, you got a Super Bowl MVP.
Yep.
Only reason I know that.
All right, so apparently my list is fucking bullshit.
Yep.
All right, hang on.
Because we all have one.
Can you get a better list? What year are
Yeah.
we going from?
96 to now.
Okay.
Hang on.
Oh, I know why he chose 96.
Yeah, because I'm going with him next.
Give me a second here. Give me a second.
break. Give me a break. Nope.
Break me off a cat.
Here we go. Going this way. All right. So we can go all the way back from the beginning, but
To the beginning.
yeah.
Let's stick with
So-
96.
Yeah, let's
So
stick
we'll
to
stick
96.
with
to
96.
now.
All right, my
So-
next pick is Brett Favre.
Brett Favre was
In 96.
Yeah.
The 96 Super Bowl. So technically 97 year.
why? Hang on.
Do you
Oh.
not know your MVP history here?
You should
do.
know this. You're
No,
like
no,
the
this-
biggest Brett
so
Favre.
this is-
Like,
He has a list in front of him and he still
No.
can't get it.
So I decided to pull up a different list because the list I had Matt Ryan as the 16 MVP. Right. But I know the 96 MVP was in fact Brett Favre. And this other list I'm looking at does not have him as the MVP.
Who does it have?
Harry Brown.
who?
Harry Brown, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right.
Hang on. This is just
Talk
talk
amongst
amongst
your-
yourselves.
Oh,
I feel like this one, why does it have to be in Roman numerals?
is Shane still watching? Well, just go from the Brett Favre year and on. He only won
Yeah.
one Super Bowl MVP.
All right,
I
hold
know.
on.
Where is he?
Tom Brady, New England. Tom Brady, New England.
Trash, you can't be looking at the
You can't be
list.
looking.
I'm trying to help him,
No, that's not the.
and I'll take me out of the running.
Then then that's a. All right, hang on.
Well, that's
I got this.
because you screwed up and couldn't figure out what the hell you were doing.
All right, I got this. Don't worry.
All right, so
I had another list I was gonna go off of, and I was like, I want to give Chris some kind of. All right. Best quarterbacks to never win a Super Bowl.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be Miami
And I'm
QB.
giving you guys the top 15 here on this list.
Marino.
Marino is number 1.
I'm going to go with Mr. Buffalo, Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly.
He should be in the top 15.
I'm not seeing him. Give me a second.
Look, I broke his list again.
He
He's
might be.
number 12. He's
the-
number 12.
Yeah, he's there.
I had to do a control. Or I'm sorry, number 2. I had to shift the screen over. All right, Chris.
I don't know. Doug Flutie.
No, he's too low. He never was a true starter for any extended
He
period of
is
time.
number 24.
Okay. I was like, I'm trying to think of quarterbacks that didn't win Super Bowls because I don't watch pro until the last year.
I'm gonna
Until
say
now.
something. Don't say Boomer Esiason. He's
Why?
number 26.
All right, so I'm gonna go with. I don't remember the losing QBs. Drew Bledsoe.
Number 12.
I'm going to go with, let's go with, just because he puts up obnoxious stats every year, I'm going to go with Phillip Rivers.
Number 6.
So this is including current QBs, apparently.
They who have never won a Super Bowl is all that matters.
Yep.
Never said retired.
All right, Chrissy.
Cordell Stewart. I'm just picking names at this point.
Did he ever win?
No, they never won a Super Bowl when he was there.
I don't even know how to spell Cordell. So it was a C?
It's a K.
Kourdelle, maybe?
He's not even on this list, so.
Yeah. Like,
type Stewart.
I'm not going to lie. I don't know any, like.
Oh, 71.
I'm just picking random names.
Let's see.
What was that?
I moved my phone.
Oh.
Jern, do you have another one? Because I don't.
Huh?
Do you have one?
Yeah.
All right, you go for it because I don't have one.
You have a bunch to choose from here. Come on, man.
Let's go with who was the QB for the Indianapolis Colts after Peyton Manning?
What's his name?
Um,
Come on, they sucked for, which is funny.
they sucked for luck.
There you go.
It's a good guess, but he's 17.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go with someone more recently that puts up good stats that never made it. Let's see who. Breeze has one.
Yeah.
Michael Vick is 32.
Let's go with Matt Ryan.
Excellent guess, number 13. Jeremy, that puts you at 3.
3 for 3.
Hey, slow down there, thicky pants.
Oh yeah, it's Chris.
It's Chris's turn.
Steve McNair.
Ooh, good guess.
Number 19.
Oh, we're getting closer though, Chris. I don't think he's.
This will be the last pass.
The Seahawks QB. He always puts up massive stats, and he's always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Because he hasn't won a Super Bowl, right? Has he?
You talking about the little guy that's still playing?
The guy up in the Seahawks is still playing. Yeah.
Nate, let him make his choice.
No, I don't.
Let him make his
Did he
choice.
win a Super Bowl? He did win a Super Bowl. No, maybe. No, he hasn't been back since the Patriots took him out, right?
No, they have not been back since the Patriots took them out.
So I am going to go Russell Wilson.
And he won one.
Nope, he won a Super Bowl.
Against Indy. They killed Indy. Let's go with Donovan McNabb.
That is an outstanding guess.
That's okay. If he gets this one, he's got all four of them. So
Number 23.
oh, he's out.
Damn.
All right, Chris.
He still wins.
I need you to get one on the board here. Come on, man.
He's gonna need a hint.
It's a famous, well-known family of athletes, all quarterbacks.
Archie Manning.
There you go. Thank you.
Well, you said family of quarterbacks. The only ones I could think of were the Mannings.
Also, check your Facebook Messenger.
I did. I responded.
Did you?
But I think he left.
No, not that one. I literally sent him Archie Manning. All right.
Yeah,
so,
I just saw it. But just disclaimer, since we're not going any further, my original guess before you started giving me hints was going to be Warren Moon.
all right. So number 20 was Don
Hold on,
Meredith.
wait, let me see if I can think of a few others that may be on the list. How about what's his name? Begins with a V.
Vinny Testaverde?
Yeah, he always put up good numbers. He played for a lot of
33.
years. All right.
I think you just go through the list, Nate.
Yep.
Bart Starr.
I think it's gonna be.
He won 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I just
like
started
Fran
throwing
Tattario
shit
or
out.
whatever his name is.
Fran Tarkington.
Yeah, he's probably on the list somewhere.
All right. So number 20 was Don Meredith. 19, Steve McNair. 18, George Blanda. 17, Andrew Luck. Number 16, the best sports cast broadcast booth personality right now, Tony Romo. 15, Sonny Jurgensen. 14, Randall Cunningham.
Okay.
Ooh, good.
13,
Oh,
we
right.
got Matt Ryan. 12 was Drew Bledsoe. 11, Archie Manning. 10, Y.A. Title. 9, Sammy Baugh.
Oh,
8,
Sammy Baugh.
8 was Craig Morton.
Okay.
7, Otto Graham. 6, Phillip Rivers. 5, Dan Fouts. Number 4, Warren Moon.
So I would have got one.
You would've.
Number 3 was Fran Tarkington. Number
I told you
2,
on the list.
yep. Number 2 was Jim Kelly, and number 1 was Dan Marino.
Yeah, I know like 4 names out of that entire list.
Look,
I couldn't think of the last name. That's why I didn't say it earlier. I was like Fran with the frick Tattario.
Like I would
I
have
couldn't
done
think of the
better with the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
Okay, so 96 was
sorry.
Favre.
97 was who was in the Super Bowl in 97?
So
I just had it.
I don't want to just tell me who was in the Super Bowl. I want to see if I can guess them all.
I will. Hold on. Let's see. I just gotta find which year it was Favre.
Favre was 96.
Yeah. Well, they have in Roman numerals. So hold on.
Well, yeah, find Favre and go
You're looking
up
at-
in Roman numerals.
he's not on this because you're looking at ESPN, right?
Yeah.
So they have Patrick Mahomes, Julian Edelman, Nick Foles, Tom Brady, Von Miller, Tom Brady, Malcolm Smith, Joe Flacco, Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Antonio Holmes, Eli Manning, Peyton Manning, Hines Ward, Deion Branch, Tom Brady, Dexter Jackson, Tom Brady, Ray Lewis, Kurt Warner, John Elway, Terrell Davis, Desmond Howard, Larry Brown, Steve Young, Emmett Smith, Troy Aikman, Mark Ripon, Otis Anderson, Joe
Aikman's
Montana.
94. So Aikman was 94.
I'll say ESPN doesn't have Favre on here
Yeah, well, that doesn't make sense.
because they have, where is it?
I don't know if he was ever actually a Super Bowl MVP.
I don't think he was because what is it? Larry Brown
Nope.
was Super Bowl 30,
Yeah.
and then Super Bowl 31 was Desmond Howard from Green Bay.
Yeah.
Larry Brown was a 1996 Super Bowl MVP. He had 2 interceptions, and was with the it says Oakland Raiders.
This says Dallas.
Yeah, so we had Green Bay, Denver, St. Louis, Baltimore, New England, and that started the Tom Brady era.
Yeah, so Favre wasn't even a Super Bowl MVP.
Oh, we all thought he was.
I did too.
Boy, doesn't that suck for you?
Yeah, I was gonna say because that.
I don't get any credit for him having a Super Bowl MVP.
You are an owner, so.
I get nothing out of that.
For
And
some reason,
I couldn't even own a part of the team at that point. I was just barely even knowing how to pee standing up.
so for
Dude,
some
wouldn't you have
reason-
been like 11 at that point?
Don't judge me.
So for some reason, I thought 98 and 99 were the Denver years. I forgot that was 97 and 98 were Denver.
Yeah,
Then
Terrell
it went to
Davis.
St.
and then
Louis.
Joe. Yeah, Baltimore,
Yeah, St. Louis,
New England.
Baltimore, and then started New England. Then you had that crazy Tampa versus Titans Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then it was New England, Pittsburgh,
Indianapolis, Giants.
Indy, Giants.
The season that will never talk about because that was the undefeated season. Oh,
the
the
Giants,
18 and
I have
1.
a question. I have a question for you guys. What year was there more than one Super Bowl MVP?
Oh.
That was a long time ago, wasn't it? That was
It was before all of us were born. Smitty was born. He was probably 30 at this time.
I don't know what year it was, but I can tell you which Super Bowl it was.
Yeah, because we're all looking at the same list.
Yeah, I know. I just don't know.
I can
what year
read
it
Roman numerals. That would be Super Bowl 11.
Actually,
Well,
it's Super Bowl 12.
12.
apparently you can't read.
Apparently
Roman
you
numerals.
can't read
You
Roman
can't read
numerals.
Roman numerals.
My cursor moved up as I went over.
It was 1978. Randy White and Harvey Martin are the only co-winners. White was a defensive tackle and Martin was a defensive end.
Yeah, but it was the 1977
No,
season.
Smitty was definitely 40 by then. He was
Yeah, he was
definitely.
he was a solid 30 then.
Oh yeah, solid
Yeah,
30,
but
late early 40s, somewhere in there.
That might have been the year he celebrated 40.
Is-
Smitty has a real vivid memory of the Kennedy assassination.
okay, is this person?
He was
Shane
on
still
the grassy knoll.
I don't know if Shane is still on. Shane, are you still with us?
So I was
I know we
looking
had
at
2
this,
viewers.
We have 3 now, actually. So I was looking at this and 16 parlay. I could see the Bills are playing the. I gotta look
So
at
he's
who's
got the
playing
Bills to win by 1 and on minus 13 points. And the Seahawks to win.
No, the Bills to win by 1 to 13.
Oh, 1
That's
to
his
13.
range.
That's his range.
And I gotta look who's playing who. I forget the list.
Oh,
So
cool.
Bills are playing the Colts. Yeah, that's probably gonna be a close game.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna be
can
a
go with
closer
that
game.
one. The Seahawks beating the Rams 1 to 13. That might be an upset. The Rams might beat them.
Is the what's his name gonna be back this week? I don't think so.
Goff, that's probably better if he's not. But that'll probably still be a close game. Bucks winning by 14 plus over the Washington.
Oh yeah.
That might not happen. Washington's defense is pretty good. And Chase Young is going to get after Brady all game long. Titans
Are
by 1
playing
to
Baltimore
13.
again.
That range might actually work. That this is going to be a close game.
Yep.
Saints versus Bears. That
That should be a blowout.
No offense, Chris.
He knows.
Oh, no, I know.
And Steelers Browns by 14 plus. That might not. I feel like that game might be a lot closer than people are thinking.
Well, speaking of the Browns, so this week, well, now that the regular season, first let's ask this. Now the regular season's over. Who do you you guys rooting for other than your Green Bay Packers? Who you rooting for? And your Bears? Because I know you're rooting for the Bears, but you're highly not likely.
I'm a realist, so I would have to say I'm probably rooting for the Bills.
Bills? Who you rooting for, Jeremy?
That's a hard question, because I would like to see Brady win one more. I don't think it's their year this year though. But I have a feeling the Bills are gonna at least take it to the AFC Championship game, and I kind of hope we get to see a rematch of Bucks Packers next weekend, and the winner of that game is probably going to Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So outside of my Packers, it's a real coin flip between the Browns and Washington.
Well,
I really kind of want to see Washington go, just because head coach had cancer. Alex Smith has to be comeback player of the year.
Yeah, if he's not, it's rigged.
Yeah, like that dynamic of that team, they have a stout defense, and to have a team that's called the football team win the Super Bowl would just be awesome.
That should be not allowed, though.
And again, I've been saying this all time. The only team missing from this thing is the Lions. And I'll have my Browns and Lions Super Bowl.
Yep.
The two Rudies of the NFL coming together. Like, that would be epic. But on the grand scheme, I would love Washington to actually, to win. If my team taken out of the equation.
Yes, if your team's taken out of the equation, but they play Tampa Bay.
What about you, Thick?
So I'm back and forth. So I like the Bills. I think they've finally come to a point where they should have a chance to win. And I'm going to root for them more than Mahomes. But I do want to see Tampa Bay just kind of like Tom Brady and Tampa Bay just kind of screw that into Bill Belichick and say, it wasn't you that won all the Super Bowls. Because everybody's like, oh, Bill's the greatest. Bill's the real only reason, except for now where he couldn't get a team to win 10 games. So it makes me think that Bill may not be Bill needed a QB that could play his system the way he wanted. And he got lucky with Brady, I think. It feels more and more like.
Well, it's not luck that he drafted him and then took him as a kept him as a fourth quarterback, and then bumped him up to a backup.
Yes, and started almost instantly.
That was they took a pick on him, and then they said we have faith in him to actually be valuable.
Right. Yes,
I mean, there was reports even before Bledsoe went down. If they started 0-3 or 0-4, that Bledsoe was probably going to be benched. Belichick knew that team had too much talent to not win.
Oh yeah.
But so the other thing is, who are you rooting against to win the Super Bowl?
Who am I rooting
against? Teams? Yeah, what teams are you rooting against the hardest?
I don't
want to make it at all.
Yeah, that you don't want to make it at all.
The Baltimore Ravens.
The Steelers.
You got the Steelers. I got the Baltimore Ravens.
Chris?
Is that a question, really?
The Bears?
Well, no, I know they're not going. So who?
The team that you don't. The Packers.
Yeah.
So
I'd rather see the Steelers go over the Packers.
Honestly, for me, it's the Steelers or the Buccaneers. I don't want Brady to get in the ring. I really don't. I want Manning.
Brady is the close second.
2-team Super Bowl ring thing for a while. Well, I don't want Brady to come over.
Let's put this
steal that thunder from Manning.
Like instantly.
Yeah, let's.
Because if he doesn't get it this year, he's definitely getting it next year.
Let Manning become a Hall of Famer before somebody comes and takes it away from him. That's all he's got going.
But that's what Brady does to Manning. He takes every record he's ever gotten and breaks it.
If you look back, think about how many times that if Brady and the Patriots and Belichick didn't have a defense that could stop Manning, that Indy would have went to the Super Bowl instead of New England.
So many times.
I mean, it's like that was like the what was it? The Steve Young or no? Who was the what was
Joe
it?
Montana?
Yeah, Montana and Aikman, where those two used to go at it every year.
Oh yeah.
It's like those. It's like that same situation going on.
Well,
so
who do you not want to go?
The team I don't want to go isn't because the actual team. It's because how the media portrays the team, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs.
I knew you were gonna say it. As soon as you said the media, I knew that's where you were going.
Because I don't mind the team, I don't mind the players. It's just the media has put them up on such a pedestal after winning one Super Bowl that it's like you need to calm down the.
Yeah, they're not the next coming.
You need to calm down the fact that he's gonna win more Super Bowls than Brady when he's only won one. I mean, it's a long time to go. It's you gotta kind of calm down the I mean, honestly, if he did, that'd be great. He's a great player. He's a great athlete. But how the media portrays him in that team, it's the media side of it that annoys me compared to the actual team.
So, other than that, this week, the Browns. We all want to see the Browns get there. But this week's going to be hard because the Browns lost their head coach, two other coaches, a wide receiver in Darrell Hodge, and 3-time Pro Bowl guard Joel Bitonio to COVID. With this kind of news, do we even think they have a chance now?
I want them to win so bad.
You're not the only one.
I want the Cleveland Browns, who haven't done shit forever, to go into the wild card and beat this team that was undefeated for majority of the season and beat them. So bad. The Browns to just take a big old Duke right all over these Steelers would be awesome.
No, because I have to live in a household with a Steelers fan, so no.
Yes, 100%.
I know you're gonna be secretly cheering on the Browns, but he's like, yeah.
We'll see.
Though
I don't like Baker Mayfield. I'm not a huge fan of him.
The Browns did open up their training facility today.
They did open it up today?
Yep. They had 7 days. They all had a 100% negative COVID test results come back, so they opened up training facility. But again, their head coach and other coaches aren't going to be there.
Well, I'm glad they opened it up at least.
Yep. But yeah, so bad. And I think they have a chance. I do. I'm telling you there's a chance.
You're telling me there's a chance.
I'm telling you there's a chance.
There's also a chance that the Bears win the Super Bowl.
I like where you're going with this, Jeremy.
You're saying there's a chance.
I'm going to get taller too, so.
Go to a chiropractor. It might happen.
No.
No, all we got to do is invest in an inversion table. Just hang him upside down forever.
It's true.
He has so much top weight, it just stretches him out.
If I was taller, I'd be skinnier.
Exactly.
So let's get to this playoff picture.
All right. You want me to go over this?
Sure. You can do the AFC. Chris can do the NFC.
Fair enough. So we're looking at the. Oh, that's in the wrong spot. Hang on. I feel like
You scrolled down too far.
Yeah, give me a second here. There we go. All right, so in the AFC, we have first place is the Chiefs with a 14-2, and they have home field advantage. While the Browns are number 2 with a 13-3 in their first place in the AFC. The Steelers are sitting in number 3 with a 12-4, first in the AFC North. Well, number 4 is the Tennessee Titans, 11-5 in the first place in the AFC South. Our wild card teams for the AFC are the Ravens, 11-5, the Brownies, 11-5, and the Colts at 11-5 as well.
All right, so in the NFC, at number 1, the Fudgebackers at 13-3, they have home field advantage, and they are first in the NFC North. At number 2, the Saints at 12-4, they were first in the NFC South. At number 3, the Sea Chickens, Seattle Seahawks at 12-4. They were first in the NFC West. And number 4 is the football team. They were first in the NFC East with a record of 7-9.
Did we just lose Chris?
Cheers.
Yep.
Okay, he's back. He's
Can you?
back.
You're back.
Where did I leave off? Where did I leave off?
I think you got to
football
number
team.
5, and that was it.
You just
All right.
said number 5, and then whoop.
All right, so number 5, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're second in the NFC South at 11-5. At number 6, the Rams, first in the NFC West. They're 9-6.
Second, sorry, the second.
Okay. Yeah.
The second.
All right. At number 7, I don't know what effeminate rawr means, so I'm just gonna
Rawr.
go rawr. The Chicago Bears at 8-7. They were second in the NFC North.
All right, this is all Jeremy right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm seeing
This is-
odds.
This is what Jeremy loves. This is what Jeremy lives for.
Jeremy goes by numbers. We go by pretty colors.
Exactly. Oh! By the way, we got to recap the last week's picks though too.
Oh, we'll do that. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
In the craziness that had to happen for that swing. You know what
Me to pick teams I knew were gonna lose.
you want to know the funny part though? It's a tie still.
No, I didn't even look at it.
Not between me and you either.
Oh Jesus.
Well, we'll
Okay,
get to that
so-
in a second. All right, Jeremy, what's the odds? Give me the odds.
Okay.
How much
so
money do I have to
this-
bet to win?
You don't have enough money to bet to win.
No, you can't borrow any either.
So, this according to this week's odds of winning the Super Bowl,
Bless you.
the WFTs are plus 8,000, along with the Chicago Bears.
So if I bet $100 on them to win, how much would I get?
Hold on, that's a different number.
I think that's like
See, Travis pulled up one. I need. I'll have to look it up later. We can
Okay.
talk about that.
all right.
Okay, so the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Brownies are both plus 5,000. The LA Rams are plus 3,300. The Tennessee Titans are plus 3,000. The Pittsburgh Steelers are plus 2,200.
Yep.
Wow, that's a low. They've dropped significantly quickly.
Oh yeah, they do.
The Seattle Sea Chickens are plus 1,300. The Baltimore No Ravens are plus 1,000. The Tom Brady Buccaneers are plus 900. The New Orleans Saints are plus 800. The Bills Mafia is plus 600. The Fudge Packers are plus 433. And the Kansas City Chiefs are plus 200.
So Nate,
All right.
let's get
Yes.
let's get these power rankings, since I know you love these.
So power rankings, we're looking at really number 17
Just
is the
the-
Washington football
They
team.
yeah, they still have them. So as of today, the power rankings still have these teams that high, even though they're in the playoffs.
How is that 17? Shouldn't that be like?
No, because they have all the rest of the teams also there listed higher than the Washington football
Yeah, but
team.
it goes 17, 15, 12.
Because
I feel
that's
like
where
it-
they were. I just listed the
He's-
ones that
he's
are
already
still
ranking
playing.
Teams still playing.
Yes.
Got it. 15, we have the Chicago Bears. 12 is the Los Angeles Rams. 11, the Colts. 10, Titans. 9, Browns. 8, Steelers, which I think that's a very generous rating.
Well, they dropped from 7.
Yeah, they should be.
Yeah, much higher.
Seattle 7, Tampa Bay is 6, Baltimore 5, New Orleans 4, Green Bay 3, Buffalo 2, and Kansas City 1.
Why is there so much space on this?
I don't know, friend.
Oh, that must be the end of it. All right.
That's it.
That's it
We
for
got-
all that stuff we had.
Okay, so to answer your question.
Yes, Jerry. How much
Yes.
money do you have to spend?
Okay, so they only have the top 4 contenders listed.
So how much money are you spending so you can build your new giant mansion?
Okay, here we go. Here's the actual list. The Kansas City Chiefs are minus 120. So if you spent $100, you'd make $20 extra.
Okay.
The Buffalo Bills are plus 350. So if you spent $350, you'd make $450. If the Baltimore Ravens are plus 650, which means you'd make, if you spent 100, you'd make 650 on top of it, so 750 cash out. The Steelers are plus 1,000, so pretty much if you spent $100, you'd make that much on top of it instead of me.
Yeah, it'd be 1,100.
Yep. The Tennessee Titans are plus 1,300. The Indianapolis Colts are plus 1,500. The Cleveland Browns are plus 1,800.
Let's go Browns.
Where was the Tampa Bay?
That's only the AFC.
Oh, okay.
The NFC. The Green Bay Packers are plus 160.
Really?
You hear that, Nate?
Yeah.
If you bet them now, you're at 160, so you'd make $160 extra if you threw 100 at, whereas I'm winning it. But
yeah, I'm not confident on that yet.
If you bet them winning, they'll probably lose because that's how you how you and your Packers are.
You shouldn't have told him that. You should have convinced him that you should do that. So that way we know Green Bay's out.
No, see, I'm in the game of making Nate money. I've given him some good stock tips. He's appreciated a few of them.
I have.
The New Orleans Saints are plus 275. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are plus 400.
Wow.
Not that good of a return. Seahawks are 450. The LA Rams are plus 1,200. Here you go. Ready, Chris? The Chicago Bears.
Plus 9,000.
3,300. Along with the Washington football team, plus 3,300.
So I need to put $100 on the Browns and Washington is what I'm hearing.
That's where your most amount of money would make. Got to do that today, though.
Who wouldn't love an underdog Super Bowl, though?
That'd be funny. It'd be definitely interesting.
That'd be the best way to turn 2021 around.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So what you have, Tress, is the odds. I had the money lines.
Yeah, I had the odds.
So we need to add a row for the money line for next week.
All right, we can do that. Of course, it'll be totally different next week. So.
Well, they'll be down to half the amount of teams.
Right.
In theory.
Yeah, in theory. All right, let's get to our last week's picks.
Let's recap.
So,
yes,
three-way tie for first place.
I didn't do bad that week.
Nope, 13 wins. Gail, Amanda, and Jeremy all had 13. Then we had Mo with 12. I and Nate had 11. Chris had 9, and Smitty rounding out the bottom at 8. So we had the Minnesota Vikings at the Detroit Lions.
I feel like that may have helped my percentage go up.
It did, probably. The Minnesota Vikings won 37-35. The Atlanta Falcons went to Tampa and lost 44-27.
That game was a lot closer than that, though.
Yeah, for most of the early game, at least. The New York Jets went to New England, and New England actually won 28-14. Very surprising, actually, for all of us except for you and Gail and Nate.
The rare times I pick them.
And Amanda.
Oh, and Amanda. Amanda went with them also. The Pittsburgh Steelers didn't play anybody at the Browns, and they lost 24-22. The Dallas Cowboys.
Failed 2-point conversion to end the game.
Yeah. The Dallas Cowboys went to the Giants and were predicted to win by everybody and lost
except for me.
23-19. Everybody, even on the TV, said that the Cowboys should win this.
Everybody that was supposed to lose this week fucking won.
Right.
I picked the Giants to win.
Hey, just remember, you can recover a fumble with your ass.
Yes.
Did you see him clinch? He's like, no, it's mine.
The Baltimore Ravens went up to Cincinnati and just shellacked them 38-3.
Hey, wait a second. Was that butt fumble recovery the same location that the butt fumble happened?
I don't know. You need to find that out.
I'm sure Nate sent him a TikTok after he recovered that butt fumble.
So
no, I just recently started TikToking again.
Yeah, Tennessee Titans. Then the second half of the game started. The Jacksonville Jaguars went to Indy, and Indy won 28-14, making the Miami Dolphins lose out in the playoffs.
Man, MetLife Stadium's all about the butt.
The Tennessee.
It was. The butt fumble and the butt fumble recovery happened.
They are in Jersey.
The Tennessee Titans went down to Houston and won 41-38. From what I gathered, that was a phenomenal game.
Which one?
The Jacksonville,
Tennessee.
Tennessee Texans game. I heard that was
Yeah, they
actually.
switched over to that at the end. It was a pretty good end to the game.
The Arizona Cardinals went over to the Los Angeles Rams and lost 18-7. The New Orleans Saints went to Carolina and won 33-7. The Green Bay Packers went to the Bears and won 35-16. The Los Angeles Chargers went to Kansas City and won 38-21 with a quarterback that's now predicted to get the Rookie of the Year award. The Seattle Seahawks went to San Francisco and won 26-23, and it was a good game. The Las Vegas Raiders went to Denver and won 32-31. Yes, that was very close. Then Washington made it into the playoffs with a 20-14 win over the Philadelphia Eagles.
You guys know I only watched one game on Sunday.
Really? What game was it?
And that was only half of a game, and that was the Packers-Bears game, and I watched the second half of the game.
Really?
I was traveling the whole other time. I saw no other football except for that one game.
And they actually
Yeah,
won?
because I had to go through all the scores with you.
Yes, he did. On my way back from Indiana.
So, at the end of the season, Jeremy and Mo are our number one overall pickers with 166 correct.
You remember last week I said, "Oh, there's one different, there's two different," and I managed the 4 we picked different were the 4 that hit.
Yeah, the 4 teams that were supposed to win
Lost.
No,
They round out the season with a 64.844% picking correctly. Then we at number 3, we have Chris with 165 wins, 64.453% picked correctly. For somebody that's never watched professional football, that's actually really good.
Don't
That's
worry.
why he's so
Next year, his things are going to tank.
Yep.
Well, that's what happened to you, Nate. At number 4.
No, this year I got a girlfriend, and I lost my single life. That's what happened.
Oh, so we're going to blame Amanda.
So no.
Hold on,
go home, Nate.
But the funny part is
he actually had competition.
right.
Where he's just going against Vic, he's like, yeah, I could just pick whoever I'm gonna win. Where now
See,
he
that's
has
what
to-
happened. That's what happened this last week. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna jump on Nate's bandwagon and do what Nate does. Then again, I also knew the Bears were probably gonna lose and still picked them, which was stupid. But
Yeah, but the other 3, come on.
Well,
some of those games were really close though.
I went for a long shot on some of the
I
season.
didn't realize Alex Smith was starting when I made that pick.
Oh yeah, I mentioned that after because I was last pick on that, wasn't I?
I think so.
Because I picked, and then you were like, "Oh, Alex Smith is starting," and as soon as you said that, I went, "Oh, never mind."
Well, that was the Saints thing. I thought I could have. I picked the Saints, and after I realized, I'm like, oh crap, the whole running back room's out. They're not going to win. But I already picked them, so it's too late.
Well, amazingly enough, Gail came in at number 4 with 147 correct because she missed 27 games with 64.192% correct. Then Amanda, the one you're complaining about, Nate, picked only missed 2 games with 159 correct with 62.598%.
I think the other problem too is I was too busy helping some people with their fantasy football rosters.
Yeah.
Other rosters,
Hey, I would call you on. You mean calling on a Sunday morning when you make your picks on a Thursday night?
Yeah, it's mostly Travis hitting me up during the week and Amanda hitting me up during the week.
I only
was
bothered
saying,
you
I
like
called you
early
Sunday
during the
morning.
day when you were over here half the time. Well, I managed to come in 6th at 156 correct, so 60.938%. Nate, you came in 7th with 151 correct, so that gives you a 58.984%.
Not last.
Not last, because Smitty got 150 correct with a 58.594%.
Okay, hey Travis, for next week, I want you to get all our Thursday night picks, our Monday night, and our Sunday night picks, and I want to compare them against the actual people on TV and what they pick, because they just pick straight up winners.
Right.
And I want to see how we compared on Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night compared to them.
All right, you're gonna you're gonna have to remind me.
Aren't games only on Saturday and Sunday for the playoffs?
Yes, they are
Yes.
only on Saturday and Sundays for the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm saying because during the normal season, on Thursday night, the people announcing and whatnot, they pick every week they pick the games
Yeah.
along with Sunday night and Monday night. So like the midday games that they don't do every week, or
Right.
they don't pick them all. They,
They
just
don't
pick
pick
the prime time games.
Gotcha.
So I want to see how we fared compared to the professional analysts on primetime games.
And because they don't pick against the spread, they just pick a winner.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they just pick straight up winners. So I want to see our comparison against people that are supposedly prior NFL players that have a lot more contact and a lot more interaction with pros.
So
All right.
let's go.
Let's get on to this bracket.
Well, first we gotta pick our winners for this week.
Oh, okay.
So
I think we gotta do brackets at a later. All of us need to fill them out and send them in.
we can do that. Either or.
That might be easier, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean
okay.
we pick our weekly winners, but then before Saturday 1:00 game start, we all need to.
I have to have
submit a
everybody's
bracket.
Yeah, I have to have everybody's bracket. A picture. What
Yeah.
I'll do is I'll put it on the screen so you guys can take a picture of it. And
How about you just send it in?
Well, I'll take a
screenshot,
picture
send
of it. I'll put it on the screen for a little bit so you can see the bracket. And that way, if anybody out there is listening to us, they can also send us a bracket via our email.
it.
Viva.
Viva.
The
Las
email.
Vegas.
Yeah. So that way they can join in on the fun and see if bragging rights, see if somebody who can make it to the end.
Hey, isn't it Viva La Stool?
So.
I just sent you all an interactive bracket maker.
Ooh.
Ooh, interactive.
Yeah, Gail
Mhm.
Gail was asking how that worked, so I had to tell her, and that way maybe she can fill it out, and that I don't have to sit down for 3 hours. All right, so first we have Nate. Nate, you're picking Saturday at 1:00. The Indianapolis Colts are going to Buffalo. That's an AFC game on CBS.
Hey, your home and away is switched, bud.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Oh, I'm not looking at your thing, but I'm going with Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo is the home team, so I will fix that.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
it is switched. It's quick, easy switch there.
Yeah. I just gotta pull up that.
Just you can do it later. I just figured I'd mention it right now in case someone's looking at it.
Yeah. I can literally do it while we're sitting here for a second. Talk amongst yourselves. All right. Save. All right. Why didn't this update? Why does that not update?
Just forget about it. It's not worth the
Oh,
effort.
I know why. Because it's not linked. Control X. Control V. For some reason, I thought it was linked. Control V. There we go. All right. I am also going with the Buffalo Bills.
Good choice.
Who you going with, Jeremy?
I'm going with the Bildos.
Bills for the win. Chris, who you got?
Bills.
Bills.
Do you know how crazy that stadium's going to be with the 7,000 fans?
Oh yeah, they're actually gonna have fans. That's nuts.
The place is gonna be insane. Did Smitty actually send us his picks yet?
I don't think Smitty remembered. I will.
Nate, did you get Amanda's picks?
Bro, I'm in fucking Kentucky. I have a better chance of getting Smitty's picks than I do to get Amanda's picks.
You also have a better shot of getting ass from Smitty than you do from Amanda at this point.
No, that's equal ass. But I'm going to see Smitty tomorrow, so he can make his picks tomorrow.
Okay. Jeremy, do you have Mo's picks? Usually you're on top of this.
I am the only person that actually did their homework.
You're the only one that talks to their significant other. It's okay. We understand.
They go on hikes together.
Yeah, I know.
Cook together.
So Chris, next year your significant other needs to be part of the picks every week. You let her know she has to be. She doesn't have a choice. She has to be.
You realize that requires me like make phone calls, video chats, and stuff from Cuba, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you got this.
You want to.
You might actually communicate more when you're that far away.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
So, Jerry, what's Mo's picking?
She's picking the Bills as well.
The Bills as well. Now we have the Los Angeles Rams at the 4:40 on Saturday going to the Seattle Seahawks, which is an NFC game on Fox. Ooh. This is a tougher game. I'm going to go with Seattle, though. I like Seattle for this game. Even if he's back, he's got a busted throwing thumb, if I remember correctly. I'm going to go with Seattle. Jerry, who you going with?
Sea Chickens.
Sea Chickens. Chris, who you going with?
I concur. Sea Chickens.
Sea Chickens. Jerry, who's Mo going with?
Sea Chickens.
Sea Chickens. Nate, are you going with the Sea Chickens all the way?
I don't know. I don't like this one.
Yeah, it's the third time they played each other this season. That's always the variable.
Yeah.
It makes it difficult, but the fact they lost their starting quarterback kind of throws a monkey wrench into it.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with the Seahawks just because they have slightly more experience there. I'll go with, Seahawks.
All right. So, Jeremy, next, you have the prime time 8:15 Tampa Bay at Washington NFC game on NBC.
This game sucks because I want both these teams to actually win.
Right.
Because I want Tampa to win because I want to see Brady go win another Super Bowl just because. It'd be priceless to watch him go win another Super Bowl. And it'd be fun to piss Nate off even more.
Yes.
But I want the football team because Alex Smith is like that stereotypical journeyman quarterback that's just been screwed out of every job he's ever had. And when he had a real chance to be a long-term starter, he has this freak accident that's how many years to the day that Joe Theismann's same freak accident happened.
Yep.
I mean, he was told he might lose his leg, he might die, he'd never be able to walk again, he'd never be able to play football again. He was told so many things that he might not be able to do, and he's out there starting football games in the NFL.
So are you going to tell him he can't win a wild card game this week?
I am. I'm picking the Bucs.
I'm glad that you said he can't.
Chris, who you going with?
As much as I don't want to, the Bucs.
Jeremy, who's Mo going with?
Bucs, but she wants football team to win.
Nate, who you going with?
I am going with the football team.
The football team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're the only one of us tonight that's going with the football team because I ain't going with the Bucs.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured at least at some point one of us was going to be a difference maker. Yep.
All right, so then we got Sunday.
One of us throwing their bracket out the window.
I'm already building my bracket over here. So.
Yeah.
See what he's afraid if Brady goes to Green Bay that they're gonna beat him. So he's like, I need to get them out of here before he gets to that point.
He's like, I need to keep Brady out of Green Bay, no matter what it takes.
I'm not worried about Brady in Green Bay.
If anybody's gonna go up there and beat Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, it will be Tom Brady. You know that, right?
If anybody's going to go to Green Bay and beat Green Bay, is going to be Washington.
Washington's warmer than New England is, during the winter.
That would be one hell of an NFC Championship game, though, if it was Brady versus Rodgers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the prime time game.
But it wouldn't make it. It will never make it till the NFC Championship game.
Actually, it could.
It could, but you're expecting
likelihood
the
is
Seahawks and the Saints to lose.
Right. So on Sunday at 1:05, the Baltimore Ravens are going to Tennessee for a rematch of last year's divisional game. An AFC game is on ABC and ASPS and ESPN.
American Sports Network.
Chris, who you going with for this?
I'm going to take the Titans.
Titans and a 2,000-yard rusher. Jeremy, who's Mo going with?
She is going with the Titans.
Titans.
See, Mo's going with them, so I'm good.
Nate, who you going with?
You know what? I think it might be Tannehill and Henry. I'm going to go with the Titans as well.
Some Titan love. This game's hard because Baltimore all of a sudden just started to show up and play. And the Tennessee Titans, they've been back and forth. And he did get his 2,000 yards, but then went out injured. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Ravens for this one. I don't think the Titans are in good enough shape right now to win that one. Jerry, who are you gonna go with?
This is a hard game because although I think Tennessee has a better chance to win, I think Baltimore has been playing good recently, but I'm not sure if that's due to the lack of real competition they've been playing in.
Right.
So I think the fact is Henry's playing, whether he's hurt or not, he's playing this week.
Right.
And let's face it, he came out hurt because they went, okay, you broke the record, you're done. We're pulling you. You need to rest for a while.
Well, he made his 2,000 yards. Exactly.
Exactly. He made like 2011 or some shit like that.
Oh.
But I think the Titans take it. The Titans know how to beat Baltimore. They're the ones that made the blueprint to beat Baltimore, and they're going to beat them next. They're going to beat them again.
All right. So Mo has the first pick on Sunday at 4:40. The Chicago Bears are going down to the Saints, an NFC game on CBS, Nickelodeon, and Amazon.
She is taking the Saints.
The Saints. Nate, who you going with?
I also picked the Saints.
The Saints. I am also going with the Saints. Sorry, Chris. Jeremy, who you going with? You want the Bears, don't you?
You know, I think the Bears actually have a shot in this game just because that defense against the Saints' offensive line. But I have a feeling that the Saints being at home in the Dome, it's going to
changes
be
everything.
that advantage that they need.
Yep.
And I'm hoping that the Bears don't win just because the fact is, if the Bears win a playoff game or two, they're going to re-sign, what's his name, for a multi-year contract.
Fucking shoot me, please.
Their quarterback of trash. I mean, they already might re-sign him just because that's who they are.
That's what they're good at.
He knows it too. He can't argue the fact.
I'm nodding my head.
All right, Jeremy, so you're going with the Saints?
I am going with the Saints.
Kiss, are you going with the Saints just so that way they don't re-sign that trash QB?
Duh, Saints.
The Saints. All right,
Hey,
Nate.
I love my Bears, but I just can't do it. I don't think they have enough to stop Breeze.
So the better question is, what channel are you guys going to be watching this thing on? You going to watch it on CBS or Nickelodeon?
You got to watch the Nickelodeon.
I was going to say, I might watch on Nickelodeon just because it's Nickelodeon.
Supposedly they're going to put like googly eyes on players and...
It's like the best of being adult child. You're an adult, you're still watching Nickelodeon, yet you're watching things you actually want to watch.
I don't think I can... Nickelodeon doesn't have a live option, so I don't think I can watch it on Nickelodeon.
Oh, no. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you guys froze for a second. I'm
All
building the bracket for us.
So, Nate, the last game,
Browns.
you have... The Browns. Well, the last game, just so everybody else knows, is at 8:15. The Cleveland Browns are going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's an AFC game on NBC and Peacock.
Yep.
Peacock. And Nate is going with the Browns. Oof. I want to go with the Browns. I really do. But when only seeing them win by a couple of points, when they played basically all their starters and Pittsburgh didn't, makes it hard, especially after they lost a head coach. I'm gonna go with the Steelers. No matter how much I want the Browns, I gotta go with the Steelers. Jeremy, what do you think?
I think the Steelers are gonna win, but I don't want to pick them.
Oh, we don't.
It's a hard game. Like I want the Browns to win. I hope the Browns win.
Right, but you gotta pick remember, you gotta win this week.
I know. I'm picking to win, not to.
Not for the love.
I'm not picking by my heart or emotion. I'm picking by who is going to win the game.
All right, so Steelers.
Yeah, the Steelers.
Steelers, your final answer?
Can I phone a friend?
All right, Steelers it is. Chris, who are you going with?
I asked to phone a friend.
Steelers.
You have Mo's picks already there. Who would she
Yeah,
pick?
She's going with the Browns.
She is going with the Browns.
She's gone with the Browns almost every week.
Yep. All right, so those are our picks. And these are our brackets. This top one will keep track of the actual winners' positions. And then I need all your AFC picks, all your NFC picks, and the final total score of the game on Super Bowl.
I think the final score should be held off till the actual.
No, I want the
week of the game.
Fine, we can hold off for the final score until the week of the game.
Because let's face it, by that point, it might not matter.
Yes, it might not.
And at least then you have people who are actually going to be fighting for it, actually know who's in it to actually be able to pick a legit score.
So even if you pick them and they make it to the next round, but you put them in the wrong bracket, I will allow it. But I think with Nate's auto picker, it'll automatically put them in the correct brackets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It should, yeah.
But
Yeah,
if you pick Buffalo, well, say if you pick the Colts for some odd reason, and you put them here, but they end, well, let's say, better yet, you put the Buffalo Bills, and you pick the Browns, and then you pick...
That's the hard part with the brackets. Is
yeah,
they'll jump around.
Yeah, these new brackets are hard to do. Hard to have a negative like outcome. So 2 almost always would go here. 7 would always go there. I don't think you would ever get.
It's one upset will fuck the whole thing up.
Yeah, sort of.
All it takes is one lower seed team to win it. Everything's now everywhere, and that's going to be the issue. It is that lower seed that wins that shouldn't, or that in theory shouldn't, but should.
Yeah, so if 5 and 6 won, and 2 won, yeah, then you would have some craziness go on.
Yes, 6 versus 1, and then 5 versus 2. Yeah, it's interesting, and that's the issue with the NFL playoff brackets. Picking a bracket is very hard because if you miss on one pick, your whole bracket is now skewed, and the teams who you thought were playing each other aren't. So now, even if you pick a right winner, they might not actually be playing, or they're playing a different team that you weren't thinking they were playing against. So I think it's going to have to be for every correct pick you get every team that wins, you get 1 correct.
Yes, that's how I was going to do it. You're going to get a point for that game picked correctly, whether they were the actual team in that bracket or not, kind of thing.
Where do you want my bracket?
Bend over. I'll show you where you want it.
I just finished. Where do you want my bracket? Do you want it in the thick and thin, or do you want it in the...
Put it in thick and thin, so that way I know where it is.
Okay.
So I know where all of ours are.
Yeah, can you send that bracket to everyone in the group?
I already did.
Oh, I thought you said to thick and thin.
No, I sent it to...
the big group?
The mess.
Okay.
Print your brackets. Yeah, okay. All right, guys. Anything else you guys want to talk about tonight?
Some coaches got fired.
Yep. Black Monday hit.
Yep. Smitty and I are recording this weekend.
That's
all I got.
So wait, do we want to throw like $20 in a piece and throw towards a Super Bowl winner? And just make a random bet and see if it hits.
I mean, there's only 2 people that really can't, like, in person make a bet on this. Unless they want to Venmo or Cash App somebody.
Well, Jerry's just going to cover us all and we'll just own $20 at the end.
Yeah, I believe you're all coming to my house at some point in time.
Well, Chris will do it semi-live.
I can Venmo somebody.
Oh, I got to get with the movie theater about doing Clerks.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you gotta plan that one out.
All right.
I'm going to do that
that's
either tonight or tomorrow.
That's going to be a busy-ass weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it's time to end the show, so...
All right.
Why is that not playing? Oh.
Waiting for it. Good night, everybody.
That's all, folks.
Oh, you.
Bye, everybody. Thanks, Nate.